What's up, guys? Episode 2 of Lxst Talks featuring 9D from Ninth Dimension Studios.
Yeah, man.
Brother, what's going on?
What up, dude?
Not too much, man. I'm glad to have you over here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, get you in the chair.
Yeah, dude. I'm super pumped you're finally doing this.
I
You've
know.
talked about this for such a long time.
It's actually been a talk for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I know.
And
I feel like the time is best right now, though.
yo, 100%.
Leading into so much.
I don't know. You had a lot going on when you were trying to build, and now you're at a place where things can maintain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like now you can pick up a new endeavor without it being adding onto the pile of
yeah,
shit,
exactly.
You know?
It's like the build has kind of been built, and now it's like, what else can we do?
Yeah, right.
You know?
The growth starts, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, no, this one's gonna be a good one, man. Because you got tons of shit.
Yeah, don't stop.
Yeah.
I should probably slow down.
Where do we even start? Let's start with Ninth Dimension Studios.
Yeah. So
I think.
yeah, I just registered as a legit business this year, so I'm gonna actually make a real push on that and get into my production bag, because I love being an artist, but I've learned so much being in the production world from all the other artists.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you can get just being an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm so grateful for that, seeing how you do things, or you know what I mean, how Wayward does things, how Wendigo does things, and just picking apart the things that work for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think a cool thing is that we're all on different kind of paths.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Where you got this business going, where Ray's got that business going, where we got this business going.
Yeah, everyone covers
all
their
the homies
bases.
are in business now. You know?
Yeah, bro. And then we trade services, we learn off each other, and when one makes a mistake, you kind of just mark that down so you don't make the same one kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then you grow off that, and that's how we build. And
yeah, and we've been going like crazy.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Yeah, man. And kudos, this LxstCauz from when I met you at the Swifty McVeigh show. What, 3 years ago?
Yeah. Well, I just had the 4th birthday of LxstCauz on Facebook.
Yeah,
so
you know what I mean. So from meeting
good.
you there to where all this is now, it's wild, dude.
Yeah.
So I can't commend you enough for that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes all of us, though. I don't think it would have been here without all of us as the artists, and then all the supporters.
Oh no, for sure.
Us.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
Right, and like you said, there are staples to LxstCauz, and there's people that have come and gone, and then there's people that did a stint, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it takes a village, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, for sure, kudos.
Yeah, and you're nominated for a Canadian Choice Award.
Yeah, so I find out if I win tomorrow.
That's crazy.
It gets announced. Yeah, I'm
Fingers
still
crossed.
Yeah, I'm still in shock about it, because bro, I'm an independent hip hop artist.
Yeah.
From Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And going to school and stuff obviously helped with all that, because I wouldn't have made the push. Obviously Kat was a huge help with that, right?
Yeah.
She's the one that made me go to school, and well, not made me, but gave me the confidence to go try to do that.
Yeah.
And then I started feeling more confident, and things started building, and then I would send mixes to people, and they're like, okay. You know what I mean? And then that just kind of spiraled. So I was like, let's just see where this goes. And then relationships from the team and stuff, right? When I met Rob from Marked Up Productions,
Marked.
Oh, Marked.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, when I met Rob, I went to that TINF gala, and things changed for me there too, right? And
that was
got
crazy.
me into a whole other avenue, into video and movies and stuff, right? And a bunch of people started messaging me, just, hey, let's work. I just saw you on a red carpet. What are you doing out here?
Yeah.
Right?
Totally. Which is cool, because now you're not just producing music for people and mix and mastering, but you're diving into televised shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where you get sync licensing and stuff, and royalties and residuals and stuff.
Yeah. Dude.
Right? So what we do in the independent world is so tricky to get that return.
Big time.
Right?
There's so much build to be put in. The grind never stops to even just start getting a break even.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was told this by John Switzer when I was in school, and he was huge in the 80s and is a very prolific producer still to this day.
Right.
Crazy on the bass guitar too. If you work as if you make $1 million in the music industry, one day you just might.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
hard work to-
it takes that work
yeah.
ethic.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not like, these overnight guys have been putting in years of experience to even get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you're just super fucking lucky and
Yeah, dude.
blow up on TikTok. But
And like your favorite artist that came out this year has
Yeah.
been doing it for 20.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know.
You look up their first festival appearances and it's like 70 people. And now they're like headlining those festivals.
Yeah, now they're
you know what I
selling
mean?
out the ACC type shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
work, man. But it takes a team.
It does take a team, and it takes the mindset of surrounding yourself with a good team.
Yeah.
Because every person is going to find the team that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right? That's going to make itself apparent right away.
Yeah.
Right? It's being smart enough and being able to adapt off of that and willing to grow. There's so many people that I've talked to as far as artists that it's like everyone's got an ego. Everyone's got confidence, and especially in the hip hop world, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
And like from a production standpoint, I have to walk on eggshells so I don't hurt feelings.
Yeah. I
Right?
feel that.
You know what I mean? But constructive criticism is just that. It's
Yeah.
constructive. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to diminish your art.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's perspectives involved,
Right.
right? And if I can help, I can help. If I hinder it, you let me know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's a big thing too, is like the criticism in itself. Like you have to, it's hard to be like, to criticize somebody because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right.
But at the same time, like, are you actually helping them by being like, yo, that sounds great? Where
You're not.
You're not.
You're not.
You're not at all.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to feed you a narrative because you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I would like the business
Yeah.
for the studio, but you're getting an unapologetic version
Yeah.
of me in that when I'm in that chair, you're getting
Yeah.
like, I don't care if you don't like what I have to say. This is how I feel about it.
Yeah. We
Right?
all know that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, if I thought it, someone else is going to think it.
Yeah.
And
No,
you got to pay
exactly.
attention to the perspectives.
And
right?
well, the thing is also is like you have the schooling now to back like your opinion and your criticism are actually
There's some validation
There's some-
there.
there
There is a
is-
little validation
right?
there, right? Because it's not like I went to school and I like just passed.
yeah
You know what I mean? I worked my ass off. I finished with honor roll student.
honor roll. Bro.
Yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like I got
That's sick.
a certificate just for being in like the top like 4% of that program. Ever.
Right. Jeez. Wow.
They've been doing it for like 25 years.
Yeah.
And I made it
Crazy.
in like the top of ever.
That's
There's
crazy.
like 5-6 other students that have hit the objectives I did.
Right.
Let alone have a career immediately out of it. I've only been out of school for what, 18 months?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
Now I
something like
own a production company.
that. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And we have something built to come back to. Right?
Right.
Like, which is, yeah, I feel like it's the Lost Cause giving us so many lanes and roads to be able to drive on already.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right? And like it's part of the push for me too, right? Like seeing your efforts and seeing the team's efforts and seeing the village thrive.
yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe I can do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Seeing the last episode that you did, it made me feel like I still don't work hard enough. Right? I can sit there till like 3 a.m. mixing and like writing all day, and then like I'll stop and think like, yeah, I bet you Wayward has like done double today.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know?
Dude, like
You know what I
we
mean?
chatted in the last episode, and it was like I was sitting there and I'm like just doing nothing in my head, and he like calls me. He's like, yeah, dude, I just pressed 500 t-shirts and
You know?
now I'm working on my website, and like, what if we do this year? And I'm just like, god damn, I gotta get my shit together.
Right? But having him be that motivated and that driven
Yeah,
is helping me get
100%.
back into it. Right?
100%. The energy goes off.
Right? Like
Yeah.
he was just at my place, like he said, the next day after
Yeah.
he did the episode, and we were recording a track that he's going to be on. And like same thing, like we were talking about like direction and future, and like I admitted I've been quiet. Right?
Yeah.
My last release was Why in January a year ago.
Yeah,
Right? I've done a few YouTube things and stuff, but like I've been hella quiet.
yeah.
I'm working.
Well, but that's it, right?
You know
Like,
what I mean? I'm
yeah.
working. Like I don't have time to do the promo runs and stuff because that's all got to be planned out and stuff.
Yeah,
Right? Whereas he's very, I'm here right now.
yeah,
Right? Like you can record me while I'm here.
yeah.
Right? But I'm going to be working, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So, talking about you dropping, a year ago, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know,
So
you got some stuff
yeah, I'm
coming
cooking.
here, and I think we should talk about it.
So I'm doing a 180 off what everyone knows about the artist 90, because that album I did with Alternative Route Records, it was very pop punk.
Yeah.
Right. Hip hop influence, but pop punk.
Yeah.
And I like having that moniker as like my traditional sound.
Yeah.
Right. And people that's synonymous with my name, but I like to rap.
Right.
And like I'm not all together as a person. Right. It's all these accolades and these checklists. Like I look great on paper, but like mental health is a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like this next album I'm working on, I've been writing it since I finished school. So Why is the first single off of it.
Yeah.
Actually, I lied. On My Way is the first single off of it. And then Why. So the next album, it's called Obsidian. And if you know what obsidian is, it's basically the molten glass that's left over from a volcano.
Right.
Right? So it's a very beautiful mineral, but it came from destruction and devastation.
That's sick. Sick metaphor.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like this album is very dark, personal, you know, very in your face about it.
Which I feel is like nice to get out.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like me personally writing music like that, like it allows me to get out the things that are inside, and then I feel like I can move on to whatever.
Yeah, so music is therapy.
Yeah.
Music is emotion, right? Like every time I hear an instrumental or I'm putting together a beat or something, I instantly feel some type of way because of the sounds I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Right? They're very reflective that way, right? And with the songs that I've chose for this next album, it's very much what I should have been saying on the first album, but there was so much excitement, like signing to a label, and and they were a pop punk label, you know what I mean? They had metal bands and stuff, so it was like, I got to do something that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it was a writing challenge, and you know me, I'm never going to turn down a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, don't send me an open verse, by the way. If you send something with an open verse, I'm going to send you back something tracked.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I like the challenge.
Right.
So for this next album, it's very much that. It's taking everything that everybody knows and kind of like just, it's not gone, but it's going over here for now.
Right.
And you're going to get the person I've wanted to show everybody.
Yeah, sick.
Right.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it. Do you have an idea of like a general time frame that might
So it's
be
about 90% recorded already. 20% of it's mixed. A couple months.
Yeah.
Right? Like in the next
Spring.
couple months. Yeah.
Springish?
Yeah.
Maybe early summer?
But before summer for sure.
Cool.
Right? Because it's got to
Sick.
be raining when this drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be no windows down. Bumping.
Every video's rain.
Yeah, dude. Like the last album was windows down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I still get people messaging me about Carousel. And I'll
Oh,
still
dude, one of my favorites.
You know, and it's that kind of vibe. It's
Yeah.
let's get on stage, let's party, let's have a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though the content is kind of like
Whatever.
yeah, but it's still very
It's a great song.
thank you.
Yeah.
But it's very much that vibe, right? Whereas this one it's like, oh no, give me a pint of ice cream. It's raining out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
let's get this out. I need to cry today type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Right?
No, I feel that. I feel that. So, we're talking about like where you are now, but like where did the 90 come from? You know what I mean? Like where'd you start with music?
Listening to Hey Mickey on record in
Nice.
my living room as a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? That's
Hey, Mickey,
you're fine, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey Mickey. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
where the Carousel inspiration comes of that kind of vibe, is listening to that and having a good time, dancing around the living room like an idiot,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, and having fun with it.
Right.
Right? And I always remembered stuff like that from my childhood because music is so nostalgic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's where it started. And then my sister, she's 8 years older than me. So, like, every little brother was like, what are you listening to?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I remember the first rap song I heard was Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio.
Okay.
And it wasn't the first rap song I heard, but it's the first one that hit.
Right.
And, like, you know, I'm, like, 7.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't be, like, contemplating what Gangsta's Paradise is about at 7 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And from then on, it just stuck. And I was
True.
like, oh, okay, I'm doing this, right? And then I rode the waves like everybody else, you know what I mean? When certain artists came out, I was like, I really messed with that person and stuff. Like, I remember when the Get Rich or Die Trying album dropped.
Right.
I was in grade 6. The whole planet was singing, hey, shawty,
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was a phenomenon.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then now that I've kind of grown up, like, that's how I want to sell.
Right.
Like, I just need one. Right?
Yeah.
From a return
Yeah,
standpoint,
yeah.
I'm going to do my art how I want to do my art. But, like, I want that Vanilla Ice money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to take one song that was already famous,
Right.
dub over it again,
Yeah.
sell millions, and just make
You should do it with
residuals.
Hey Mickey.
So I thought about doing that.
That'd be wild.
So I got to look into rights and stuff and see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for school, I actually did a Tom Petty Free Fallin' remix
Okay.
to see if, like, copyright issues and
Right,
infringement and if I would get in trouble for it. Ultimately, because that's the most litigious estate ever, he's made more money off suing people than he did in music.
No doubt. I
Right?
believe it.
You know?
Yeah.
I would probably just get cease and assists
Yeah.
and be taken to court forever until I went broke
Right.
if I released it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
shown a few people in, like, backyard situations and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
So when you were in school, did they teach you on how to go about getting licensed to do that
mechanical
kind of thing?
licenses and stuff like that, and how to get synchronization. So, like, the steps you would take to get your songs into movies and television, because that's where the money is, right?
Right.
As an indie artist, especially if you're making your own beats,
Yeah.
you own everything.
Yeah.
Right? If you own everything, you can do it for way cheaper than these well-established artists will say.
Right.
Especially with covers,
Right.
right? So if you get a mechanical license for a cover, then you can basically sell that product based off the mechanical license within your restrictions.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can be making money on somebody else's work just for your rendition of it
Crazy.
based off of that license, right?
Yeah.
And I had an entertainment lawyer. His name was Doug Brown, and he dealt with some, like, crazy
Sick
stuff.
last name.
I figured you'd like that. He dealt with the Akon thing when Akon did this blame on me situation back in the day.
Okay.
He was Akon's lawyer in Canada.
What was the situation?
There was a minor into a club that wasn't supposed to be there, and Akon had brought that person home, and
Oh, okay.
it was a whole
okay.
problem.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this guy has seen some adversity, so I took what he said, like, with blood ink.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he has been in pop culturally one of the stickiest situations
No doubt.
on the planet.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he was sitting there telling me, like, liabilities and stuff, right? And, like, we've talked a little bit about liability and stuff with
Yep.
LxstCauz,
Yep.
because more people, more problems.
Exactly.
You're
yeah.
dealing with so many personalities,
Yeah.
right? Whereas in the studio setting, you're only my problem while you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the
You-
liability you might need in the studio compared to the liability I'm probably gonna need to fucking hit the road. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. When you're doing tours at a province, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
your insurance and your deductibles are going to be a little bit different at the end of the
Yeah.
day than
Yeah, big
somebody like mine, right?
Yeah.
So it's just having all that stuff kind of figured out so you
Yeah.
don't get yourself in trouble.
Right.
Because the last thing I want to see is people get copyright strikes or get a cease and assist, right? We actually know somebody who just got their first cease and assist
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll talk about it when he gets
Yeah,
on here. He's
100%.
pretty proud of it.
Yeah, he took it as a
I'm pretty
badge
sure
of
it's
honor.
framed on the wall in his fucking studio. right
And that
now.
wouldn't, like, surprise me one bit.
No,
Because
yeah.
his personality is
Yeah.
so wild.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, some dudes will just take that as, like, a badge of honor. I got recognized by somebody bigger than me. That kind of notoriety, whether it's good or bad, it's still notoriety,
Right.
right? Like, I made your radar. Like, we're in Canada, we're very low on the spectrum. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? As far as
Yeah.
entertainment,
Yeah.
right? There's always an asterisk beside Canada
Yeah.
when it comes to our art, right?
Right.
So to get any sort of recognition, good or bad, that's a win. That's a high five. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, you did something enough that made an impact that other people noticed.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? To say you got to stop doing what you're doing, because
Yeah.
if you start making money, we want a piece.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Birdman hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I respect the hell out of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
another
no.
hard worker too.
Yeah. No, it's been a great time, and I can't wait for this year. This year is, I feel like last year I kind of sat back a bit mentally,
Yeah.
where like we did do things, but it was more or less like, okay, I have to do things this year just to keep the momentum.
Yeah.
Right. Where like I wanted to do so much more, but just chose to keep it light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where this year's like,
So
we making up.
yeah,
you know
it's
what I
that
mean? Like,
recoup year, right?
yeah.
Like, so when you're doing a race, you're doing the 1500, you
Yeah.
sprint a lap, you walk a lap.
Yeah.
right? And you gotta have
Sprint
that
lap
mindset.
die.
Yeah.
I ain't sprinting no fucking laps, dog.
No, see, my knees are going too. I ain't sprinting no more. That's why I was like, I'm gonna sit in this chair and do this.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I got comfy.
Yeah, bro. And
That's why I got the
I'll
comfy
fuck with
ones.
it.
Yeah. So we talked about us meeting at Swifty McVeigh, which was crazy actually,
Yeah.
because I have this one story that just made me feel so cool, right? Because like all of my friends were there at that time, and I had shirts for sale, and everyone was buying them, and then they'd come up and like, "Yo, Joe, you gotta sign it. You gotta sign it."
Right.
I'm like, I don't got a marker, and Swifty's standing there waiting for somebody to come. I'm like, "Yo, Swifty, like, can I use your marker real quick? I gotta sign some shit." And he hands it to me with like this look like, "Who the fuck are you, dude?" I was just like signing. I'm like, "Yo, thanks, man." And he's like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah, he's
cool.
like, no, I didn't know you had it like that. Here's my pen.
So I'm wondering if that's where me and Ray met, because I was thinking that today, and I was like, I always kind of forget where I met everyone, because it's just like there's so much stuff constantly happening.
I don't think Ray was at that. So Justin Angel, my producer at the time at Alternative Route, was like, come, I want you to meet Jonas. Your alternative sound reminds me of him.
Right.
He's super talented. Like, let's go meet him. And like, I was a D12 fan back in the day.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? We pulled up, me and Kat, and chopped it up, and that's when we met. I don't think Ray was there yet, because at first I thought me and Ray were going to have beef because of like personal stuff in the area.
Okay. Yeah.
Back in the day and stuff, and it turned out we didn't.
Yeah. Now you guys are like brothers.
Yeah, right. We're business partners, right?
Yeah.
Like I work for him with Carnivore, and he comes to the studio and works with me and stuff. And
Yeah. Which is sick.
yeah, like if there's a show at the Harb, chances are Ray or I's in the building.
Yeah. Hard all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Jason allows anybody else to really
There's
do
a
it.
few guys that get a little bit because they've
Right.
shown, but
Okay.
like
Fair enough.
it probably started with Ray
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
they were
Ray
allowed
was
to
probably like, this guy's good.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I don't know if it was that show because I met Dev there that night too.
Dev, yeah. Dev's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
He would be a great episode.
100%.
Yeah.
He's a fountain of knowledge, and he went to a more prestigious school than I did.
Yeah.
it's
It's Gray Entertainment?
Gray Noise.
Gray Noise Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of Meaford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His studio's phenomenal.
Great studio, yeah.
Yeah. So like, if I ever need an artist that doesn't like my setup or they want analog stuff, I would just reach out to Deb and be like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rent some space out," or like, "Hey, do you want to engineer this?" And then send me the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him and I actually have a song together that hasn't seen the light of day, and we recorded it like 2 years ago. And like, I should probably do something with it because that would be sick.
True. Yeah, I mean,
I just remembered about it like right now. I was like, "Yo, what happened to that song?"
no shit.
Because I had to retrack my verse for it, so it was like,
Right.
kind of just got left.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, with everything you got going in and everything, we got going on with LxstCauz, I think it's a cool time to mention that this year, we're looking to completely partnership.
Yeah.
Where any LxstCauz show is happening is Ninth Dimension Studios running sound.
Yeah. And that'll go with a caveat for obviously Carnivore Media. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Because we're a hand in hand,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, like we've been talking about it for a while, but like we were both at such a building stage.
Yep.
That it just never lined up.
Yeah.
Right? And personal lives.
And it's also
so busy. And,
yeah, exactly.
you know
It's
what I mean?
hard to
I got
like
100
commit.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to commit to 4 different provinces in a month. You know what I mean? Like, Yeah.
So like this year things are lining up a little better, and like all of this stuff that we've built prior and like all the networking we've done, like I've got pull places. You've got pull places.
Yeah.
So like if I couldn't make it somewhere, I know engineers that can.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like even troubleshooting over the phone. Like
Yeah.
we're just
Yeah, which has happened.
yeah.
Many times.
You know what I'm saying though? But now everyone's at a place where we can figure it out no matter what.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
this partnership was probably overdue, but things get postponed for reasons.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it because, like, I know sound. You know what I mean? And with hip hop, it's not too difficult.
It's really not.
Right?
Not on the scale of things, right?
Yeah, but to have like a graduated with honors,
Yeah.
Guy running sound all the time,
Right.
is I'm gonna be comfortable, and I'm stoked to like have people know that. Like artists,
Right.
when they come onto a LxstCauz show, they know shit's gonna sound good.
Yeah. Oh, and so it has to,
Yeah.
right? Like it's hard to be doing all this promotion
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and then you get there night of, and it's like, okay, that artist was cool, but I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah,
All I
exactly.
heard was this, what's
Yeah.
going on?
And I find that a lot of, and I'm not like down talking anybody, but
No,
I feel
for
like
sure.
a lot of other people putting on shows, I hear just either, you know, the sound's not happening or there's like fights breaking out. And it's
So
like,
people don't know,
I just don't understand.
right? With sound specifically, like people just don't know, and it's such a complicated.
Yeah. If you don't know, like you don't
know. Yeah, it's
like,
not
just,
something
you're just trying to fucking figure it out on the
Yeah,
fly,
right?
and then it's
And like in the past year too, I've been doing lots of freelance work with bigger companies, like
Yeah.
audio visual companies,
Yeah.
right? So like I've done some work with AV Canada, and shout out to Cass Audio. They've actually got me to do sound at some festivals,
yeah,
right? Doing sound at a festival with, you know what I mean, full truss and, you know what I mean,
yeah.
Adamson
That's sick.
speakers, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Running an SD9 board, like the thing's a spaceship.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I can run the Midas really well.
yeah.
You put me on something big like a fully digital console and it's touchscreen and stuff, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I know nothing. It is humbling as fuck,
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because when we did the Drain Valley the first time we went to Alberta with Ajax there, we were in Drain Valley and I go to check out their setup and it's like everything is going to an amp, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like just powered, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's all running through that to this board that is like, I push one button, it's like, it's like a transformer.
You got to shift pages to get where
Yeah.
your routing is.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I was on the phone with like one of the guys there. I was on the phone with Ray. I was like, dog, I got the show in 2 hours.
I actually remember that.
I fucking, and like the speakers were like, you know, not adding up. So I ended up just renting all my own gear like we do. That's how we started, right?
Yeah,
like we didn't
yeah.
have anything. We just rented everything and started throwing
And it was
shows.
just the cost of the show.
Yeah.
Right? It gets put into the budget.
Yeah.
And
that's how we had to do that. But man, that board was wild.
dude, some of them are intimidating.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like touching the Digico
I was
stuff
like, how are
because
you
it's
letting
scary.
anybody use this? First off.
For real.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you should have a shitty board that anybody can use.
So I'm a
like-
firm believer that if you don't know sound, learn on analog.
Right.
Right? So like
Yeah.
Ray's old Allen and Heath board, it's just one channel strip,
Yeah.
however many times based on however many inputs and outputs it has.
Yeah. I definitely prefer.
Right?
analog, if
Because
I-
once you get into the digital and the routing and stuff, it becomes way more complicated.
Yeah.
And if you're not at that level yet, it's like you said, if you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah. And you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the last thing you want.
But at the same time, you got to do it to learn how to do it, right? Like especially because like
Yeah.
you know not everybody's going to school. You know I didn't go to school for
No, and it's
fucking
not cheap.
business or music
Yeah.
or nothing. I just love it, right? So it's like,
Mhm.
but you do have to dive in and like you know I'm not gonna lie. We've had some shows where like sounds happening. I'm like, oh god, you know what I mean? Ray, done.
Yeah.
And then it's like do this and like do it. I'm like okay, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like you got to do it sometimes to get through it, right?
So some of it is going to be trial by fire.
yeah.
And that's the
Big
level we started at and we're getting away from.
Yes. Which is
Right.
nice that we're getting away from.
100%,
You know?
right? But partnerships like this
Exactly.
solidifies that not happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Like, well, I don't have to ever worry about it now again
Yeah,
because I
you
know.
go to a venue, you
yeah.
sound's not going to be an issue.
I could just
today.
run the show,
Yeah.
making sure that's happening.
Right. So
where-
there's certain venues that because of how the venue's set up, there's still going to be sound issues.
Yeah.
But as an engineer, you got to minimalize those.
Yeah.
Do what you can with what you have.
Yeah.
Right? Just like in the studio. You think everyone we know is recording off of a Neumann mic with all the best preamps and no. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I know a bunch of people that are running the mic they can afford. Same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got a few of them, but I was able to afford a few of them
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah. Like those
Right.
memes that are like, yeah, using a $150 Apex with a Scarlett and like, you know, the K&K speakers, like
Right.
the basement artist guy. I'm like, that is my
I
setup.
yeah. Right. And you've said that before too. Like you identify as that basement artist because that's your
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like tattoo shops because I get in there and it's professional.
Right.
I'd rather the homie come over and we burn one and
Yeah, like
ink me up, right?
different. I'm coming to your studio because we have a connection built that I'm not like.
It was prior to this just being a sign on the dotted line.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And a big thing is like you're paying for your time, right? So like you got to go in, you got to be sharp, and you got to do what you got to do within the time that you have. Otherwise, you're paying more money. And like with that, I was always just like, well, I got the setup here. I'm just,
So that's why I charge by session.
Yeah.
I don't like doing the hourly thing because, like, think FUBU.
Yeah.
It's for us, by us. I'm an artist too.
Yeah.
I know how much it costs to be an artist.
Exactly.
So from a producer standpoint, I'm not trying to rip you off.
Yeah.
I need a return.
Yeah.
It is still my time.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, if you got your shit figured out, you come over, you crush it out, you give me $50, give me $100, depending on how invasive this session's going. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm not going to sit there and be like, you don't have your lyrics figured out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just line my pocket. That's not what it's about for me. Right?
Well, and that's not what it's about for any of us at LxstCauz. And that's where I think that we all are fitting in so well and building so well because we're not just greedy dudes out here trying to, rip off artists to get them to fill my pocket. You know what I mean?
There's enough of those.
Way too many of those.
There's enough of that.
Like straight up, fuck the politics of music, and I don't care. I stand by it, and
So don't get me wrong. I want more awards.
Mm-hmm.
I want more nominations.
Yeah.
But I don't want the caveat of the responsibility, quote unquote, behind those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't need, like you said, the politics, the drama, the bullshit.
Yeah, like
that
there's
can
the
check at
politics
door.
and then there's the business. I understand the business side of things when it comes to it, but to try to like have that as like a dominant state over everybody else is where I'm like,
yeah.
Like I've tried to get in with a few different people, right? And it's just like I'm just not really vibing with what they're putting out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
no, 100%.
Like, LxstCauz.
Yeah, no, and everyone
me
has their
anyways.
own direction, right? Like what I see for me won't be what you would see for me.
Yeah.
And what you see for you won't be what I see for you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, again, perspective is everything in such a subjective market.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's where it's nice to have the group because, you can tell me what you see for me, which opens my eyes a little bit.
Like, hey, I never thought about that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then we just motivate, and we're all getting shit done. And, like, this year I feel is just going to be so sick. Like, just really, I can't even think of the word, but, like, solidifying. You know what I mean? Like,
so our foot has been in the door, and we're kind of here's Johnny about it.
Mm-hmm.
For the past couple of years.
Yes.
Nah, this year, this is Sparta.
Yeah.
My God. You know what I mean? Like, the door is coming off the fucking hinges.
Yeah.
And everyone's about to make a splash.
Yeah.
Like, even in LxstCauz chat, what I know about all of the LxstCauz affiliate, what's coming this year.
Yeah.
Bro,
everyone's working.
Everyone's working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not just for the sake of working.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to be heard.
To hit goals.
I want to be seen.
Yeah.
I have objectives and goals that I'm going to meet.
Yeah.
Right? And I fuck with that. Right? There's some of us that still don't have it all the way figured out. You know what I mean? Myself included.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All of us.
Yeah, right.
But that's trial and error. That's, learning learning the process of just being able to be you and do it properly.
And having the confidence to understand that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, listen, I'm going to take a few L's on this album. I know I'm going to take a few L's on this album.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Right? But at the end of the day, the body of work is going to reflect the message I'm looking for.
Yeah. And staying humble and having that humble approach to, whether you're losing or you're winning. You know what I mean? Like, you got to just enjoy it and, just keep going.
Bro, at the end of the day, I'm one of the cockiest guys on the fucking planet. I'm trying to make a competition out of everything.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the art of it all, I'm not like that at all. Right?
Yeah.
In everyday life, sure, like I'll arm wrestle you right now for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the art, it's like, what's the best for the project?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't care about you and your feelings, and I don't care about the direction or any of this. Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Does it make you feel good as the artist that wrote this?
Yeah.
Right? And like, so when me and Christian just did that recording session, for example, there was something sonically that it wasn't lining up for us. Right. And when you're in that writing phase, things can slip through the cracks, right?
Yeah.
So like, we're working on it together, and we're literally troubleshooting the recording session.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're workshopping together.
Yeah.
Right? And like you said, it's part of the team. It's part of the growth. And he's mature enough, and I'm not trying to step on his art. And he understands that, that we can come to like a common ground for the greatness of the project.
Yeah.
And he left happy and confident, and I have takes that are more than efficient enough to do what we need to do based off of, hey, the original idea didn't work. So we had to pivot, manipulate, pivot again to figure it out until we got it.
Yeah.
And that's been LxstCauz method.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight
How
up.
can we adapt?
Yeah.
On
Adapting
the fly.
On the fly.
Bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And a lot of guys can't do that.
No.
A lot of guys panic and they freeze up.
And I think a big part of that is patience.
Yeah.
Right? Like, dude, I'm not a patient person.
Right.
And well, I am much
better.
more patient.
Yeah.
You know, before it was like, nah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I was not. I could not.
And see, day of, that's where I'm my calmest.
Yeah.
Because I know now the dominoes are falling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the build up for me, I get anxiety and I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
And it's like a week before I've been prepping for this.
Yeah.
And then day of, it's like, oh, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
What was I worried about?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, to touch back on like your talk about Wayward and like pivoting and figuring it out, I think that's what makes your studio stand out is because it's a happy space.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a chill space. I'm coming in. I know that you're actually wanting to work with me and get the best out of the track.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like where other places you
You're
go and you're a number. You know? You got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Whatever you tracked is what you tracked, and they mix it and then they get it back and you pay for it and you're like, I should have done that differently, but they don't give you that insight during the session.
100%.
Right? Where I think that's super sick that you're willing to do that and have it at a cost that is affordable for artists.
Yeah. So like when you go to a studio and you deal with producers, you know what you're getting for what you pay for.
Yeah.
When you come to Ninth Dimension, there's things that you can't be taught that we're willing to offer.
Yeah.
Right? My life perspectives, you know what I mean? My experiences, Wendigo's life's, you know what I mean? Like he's been doing it 15 years.
At least, probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in the music industry, you know what I mean? So like when he talks in the studio, he's very Rick Rubin about a lot of things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, try this, try that. You know what I mean? Let's experiment.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas a lot of what I do is just, I'm very math and science, but at the same time, there's feeling behind it. So it's like, how can we make the math and science mix with the magic?
Right.
And then once we have all those aligned, then we usually end up with a good project.
Yeah.
Subjectively.
Yeah.
Everyone's not going to have their taste on music. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like there's got to be some sort of, like I care.
Yeah.
Like I got to care about your art as much as I care about my art.
Well, the production that's coming out is reflecting on Ninth Dimension, right? So
100%.
Like it's with anything you do, you have to give a shit.
Yes.
Right? Like if you don't give a shit, then it's going to show.
100%.
Right? Like,
and like, do I care too much? Probably.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's my choice.
Yeah.
I'm not charging you for the fact that I give shit.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it in your pocket. I'm not lining my pocket with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's for the art, and I want the people to be able to receive that in the way the artist is trying to convey it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And now opening your own business like this, and it's not really a label, right?
No.
It's a studio.
Yeah.
But did you learn anything from the previous work that you did with Alternative that you kind of like, good or bad, right? Like I've worked with other groups and stuff where I've learned a lot from them, but I've also learned what not to do.
Yeah.
Right? So like,
So I would say politics. I learned a lot about the politics from being with Alternative Route.
yeah.
And what works for me and what doesn't. As a creative, again, from an artist perspective, we'll put a pin in my production cap. From an artist perspective, I was very on the fence about a lot of things in direction.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
just how things were going for me. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And again, I love all the guys that I worked with there.
Yeah, they're all great dudes.
They're
Yeah.
all great dudes,
Yeah.
right? Self-taught dudes,
Yeah.
very capable, and they've done shows and stuff. And you know, I wouldn't have what I have right now without them. And like, it was the best thing for me to learn because, like, I don't know, as a hip hop artist, I was always trying to check these boxes.
Yep.
Right? Rap beef, check. Signed to a label, check.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
you know, we talked about other things too, about some other boxes I'm gonna check
Yeah.
in the future
Yeah.
with LxstCauz and stuff too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And again, it's all about that challenge,
Yeah.
right?
And that's what I like. It is all about the challenge, right?
Mhm.
And like once you kind of get past that challenge, it's like, okay, what is the next challenge?
Yeah.
You know, like it. But like we talked with Wayward, is like adding too many challenges, you become like stagnant, and now you're sitting there like, okay, I'm being challenged way too much.
I don't have any hair left to pull out, my
Yeah.
guy. I don't. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
I'm losing the tint,
Yeah.
bro.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
though?
yeah,
Like,
I do know what you mean.
right?
Like,
Like,
it's a great feeling though.
yeah.
You know, the sense of achievement and like just working hard and wanting to get it
Yeah.
and then getting it,
Yeah.
right? And then, okay, I just got it. Let's go to the next thing.
Bro, when I was at that TINF gala, 10-year-old me was losing his mind.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Yeah.
I'm from the ghetto.
The flower blouse.
Bro.
Or not blouse.
Oh, the jacket?
The
My
jacket.
paisley jacket?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro. I bought
Fire.
that specifically for that.
I bet.
Yeah.
I fucking know you
Yeah, I
did.
need a suit for this, bro.
Yeah. So just to touch back on us partnering up here, because this is a big deal, and I really want to touch on that because we're coming into the biggest year of LxstCauz.
Yeah.
You know,
Hands down.
like I'm on a call tonight to lock in the final date of a huge part of this year.
Okay.
Right. And we're talking, 4 different provinces, quick fucking,
Mm-hmm.
and we're working with a lot of people. We're bringing some people,
Right.
and I'm not going to totally dive straight into that yet.
But spoiler alert, there's things coming.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. Like if we're probably coming to your province, you know what
Right.
I mean? And, like we want to work with all the artists that are out there.
Yeah.
And now we have, Ninth Dimension Studio running
Mm-hmm.
our sound, so we can guarantee our sound is proper every single show.
Well, and not even just the sound aspect, like adding a sense of professionalism,
Yeah.
right? Like when Carnivore Media or Ninth Dimension Studio show up, we're in our gear. We're in staff clothing.
Yeah.
We have lanyards that say our position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you have an issue on stage or
Yeah.
within the show, you know who to go to and what to ask.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's our job as that team to make everything run smooth.
Yeah.
So like the promoters, the venue, you guys don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Because in the hip hop world, there's a caveat.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned earlier, right? Like there's a lot of these guys that are throwing shows and it doesn't sound great or there's fights happening all the time.
Yeah.
Like I do want to touch on that real quick. Everyone gets this bad stigma about the Harb specifically.
Right.
Every time I say,
Yeah.
hey, we're doing shows at the Harb, everyone's like, I'm not trying to get into a fight tonight.
Yeah. And
I've been doing shows there for 3 years. There hasn't been a single fight at any of our shows.
No, and the sound's incredible.
Incredible in there. Big stage, like they just renovated
the lights
in there.
and the smoke and like
Yeah,
everything's actually so proper. And I feel like my mom says that. I'm like, Mom, you haven't been in the Harb in fucking 35 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's so different these days.
Yeah,
and
100%.
like, I don't typically go there on like my normal Friday nights, but like
No.
I'm proud to be doing shows there because
Yeah.
it's a great space. It's great management. We have you or Ray on sound.
Right.
It's
So if you go to a bar that's filled with a bunch of 20-year-olds, expect a bunch of 20-year-old shit.
yeah.
But if you're going to an event
Yeah.
that is managed by an actual company,
Yeah.
and there's been things signed and rentals made, and you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
probably going to be a decent night.
Yeah. Well,
You
not
know?
to mention like the energy that we actually try to like push off
Yeah.
is like we all are here to support each other. You know what I mean? We're going to
100%.
put dope artists on the stage
Yeah.
and you're going to have a good time.
The
That's
show
all
is
we
only
want.
as good as the opening act.
If somebody, fucking acts up, you're out the door
Yeah.
and we're going to move on. We're going to continue having
Right, we
a good
even
time.
have good relationships with the security there.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
I
day.
just hate that they have this huge stigma about it, and I had to get that off my
No,
chest, 'cause I've
I
been wanting
like
to
that you
say
did
that
that.
on a
Yeah.
platform for a while,
Yes.
and I
Yeah.
just haven't,
Yeah.
right? Like, make the harp great again.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Like,
For real, though, it's
yeah.
a staple of Owen Sound, and that place is going to go under because of, what, 30 years
Yeah.
ago it was
And these guys are so happy to involve local music,
100%.
you know, and they're giving us a great space to do it. Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, we gotta
Right?
just
Yeah, like,
keep it going.
not everyone in the area is about folk and jazz and blues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a very heavy music area, and,
Yeah.
like, cater to us once in a while.
Well, not to mention, like, we have ties into so many bigger promoters. Like, we can be bringing big names anytime.
Yep.
But if the people aren't going to show up
Show
for
up.
it, then it doesn't make sense for us to do it, right?
Yeah,
So, like,
right? And, like, I'm willing to lose money.
just sell out our LxstCauz shows, and then we'll start bringing in, like, Chris Webby and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
It's actually doable.
Yeah,
We do that.
100%.
We can do that. Like,
You know what I mean? We could have Echo. We could have guys
Yes.
like Chris Webby. We could potentially get a classified. You know what I mean?
there's a lot of
There's a
room
lot
for
of
Updog.
100%, and
Yeah.
we can't do that without people coming through the doors.
Yeah.
Right? And partnerships like this, and giving the people that see this that kind of sense of security. Be
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe it's not what I thought it was. Maybe I shouldn't dismiss things by what I heard about it.
Exactly. Show up, you know, take it in for yourself.
Right?
You know, if you show up and have a bad time, then whatever. But I can guarantee you at one of our shows, you're probably not going to have a bad time. You
And
know,
that's
like-
just it, right? And, like, that's something I pride both of our businesses on.
Yeah.
Is when you hear LxstCauz or you hear Ninth Dimension Studios, like, I've had full-on rap beefs, and
Yeah.
me and that person are cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It says a lot about my character as a businessman.
Yeah. Speaking of rap beef, because you are kind of a rap beef kind of guy. You can be.
I can be.
You can be,
I
and
can be.
you know,
I can be.
You ain't putting down any challenges.
No, never.
So speaking of a new challenge as an artist for
Yeah.
90, we're thinking about maybe getting you into a battle.
Yeah.
Like
I
an
would love to
actual
try-
battle.
Yeah, I would love to try my hands at a battle, and, like, just to see what I can do creatively there. Because
Yeah.
I'm a pretty witty guy.
Yeah.
I've got jokes. How can we mix that personality with my bars?
And how could we give you the coolest first battle?
Right.
Bring you out to Kelowna. Shout out Big Battle Rap or Big Valley Battles.
Rap. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Big Valley Battles. That's gonna be, you know, 90s first battle.
Yeah.
And that's huge, bro.
That's huge.
And the battle scene out west is so sick.
Yeah, so
Like,
that's what Ajax was saying too.
it's-
I've talked to him a lot about it because I'm a little nervous. It's just
yeah.
like fighting. You know what I mean? You get the jitters.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, as of right now, I don't even know an opponent.
Yeah.
Like, it's just been talks.
Yeah.
You know? So, like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of just sharpening the sword at home,
Yeah.
being the blacksmith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have that locked in here really soon.
Yeah,
For
so
sure. Probably
I'm hella
this week.
excited about it
Yeah.
because, like, I can't throw hands no more. So, like, let me verbally cut you up,
Right.
But I'm also the same kind of guy that's like nothing's personal. Like,
Yeah.
you know me. Like,
No, and
I'm
that's
super hard to offend.
That's how they work though. So like,
And I
you know,
love
you guys
that.
have a battle, it's all filmed, and then the battle ends, you know, you guys are cutthroat, battle ends, and you guys are like dapping
Dap
it
it
up.
up.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like an MMA fight.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean? Where they're like, oh, yo, nice.
And it's just
nice
like
one.
that in a gym. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's like, all right,
exactly.
we can punch each other out, but at the end of the day, like, good rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, I really fuck with that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic, and I'm actually stoked to see you in that element.
Yeah.
Because I think you'll kill. Like,
So-
I think it'll feel good
Yeah.
for you. You know what I
You
mean?
know what I mean?
It'll feel good for me to watch.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm
Everybody
like,
say,
yeah,
90
get 'em,
cooking, bro.
get 'em.
Yeah. Hit him again.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, no, we got a lot of cool things coming this year. What I can say, BC,
Yeah.
Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario, that is where we're building right now. Super big. We're definitely coming there. Working on some out east stuff.
Yeah.
So if any out east artists are watching this podcast episode right now, DM me.
Yep.
Let's get working because
Reach
it's
out.
that easy. It's
Yep.
that easy to get LxstCauz to where you are and work with us. So
100%.
bigger we build, the bigger we all get, and that's just what we like to keep it at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's all about the artist, man.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
Be
Literally.
yourself, and we'll help you be you.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Well, I think that's a wrap, bro. I think
Yeah,
that was a
dude.
really good chat. I think we could probably talk for another 3 hours.
I could do this all day. This is chill as fuck.
Yeah, we might have to do like a part 7.
Yeah. No, bro, I gotta be back for episode 9.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
actually a little choked.
9. Oh my god.
I was
yeah.
choked that I didn't like hold out and be like, bring it.
Yeah. True that. That's funny. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Lost Talks episode 2 featuring 9D, owner, founder, Ninth Dimension Studios.
Yeah.
If you're not following either of those, make sure you're doing that, because this guy's got a lot of cool shit going on, and like we've heard, it's a good atmosphere and a good price. So,
and Lost Cause for life.
Lost Cause,
all
baby.
Day.
Thanks, guys. Peace out. We'll see you on the next one.